Bottles line the shelf. After 60, we assume they are safe. Not always. I used to think more vitamins only help. Then I watched Cotabit clients, and my own dad juggle pills and feel worse. Research shows more than half of Americans take supplements, and older adults spend billions each year. Doctors also warn that too much of some vitamins can cause harm. That is the gap we close today. Clear and calm. 2 lists. 4 to avoid after 60. 4 to consider daily for strength, brain, and bones. Dose and form matter more as we age because absorption changes and side effects climb. Quick tip. While I talk, grab your multivitamin, check for retinol, high-dose vitamin E, and extra iron. Make a note to ask your doctor about those. Safety first. If you take blood thinners, have kidney or liver disease, or have a heart rhythm problem, talk with your clinician before any change. I am here to coach, not to diagnose. We will keep this simple, respectful, and evidence-based. Which vitamin on your label are you checking first? First up is a popular B vitamin sold for energy and nerves. In high doses over time, it can quietly numb those same nerves. Number 1, vitamin B6. It is sold for energy and nerve support. Many seniors think B vitamins are always safe. I understand why, but too much B6, also called pyridoxine, can damage sensory nerves. A recent medical review found that higher B6 levels were linked to predominantly sensory neuropathy. Another analysis reported about 2.8 times higher neuropathy risk with high-dose B6 compared with lower doses. What does that feel like? Tingling, a burning, or numbness in the feet or hands. Sometimes balance feels off. Here's the tricky part. You can build up B6 slowly if you take it every day. The daily need is about 1 to 2 milligrams. Yet some B-complex pills contain 50 to 100 milligrams or more. That is a problem after 60. Safety first. If you notice tingling, stop the supplement and call your clinician. Keep total B6 well below 100 milligrams per day unless your doctor prescribes it for a short time. Food sources like poultry, fish, and potatoes are fine. We want nerves sharp, not numb. Takeaway: B vitamins are not harmless at any dose. Next, let's move from nerves to bones and a surprise risk hiding in vitamin A. Number 2, vitamin A in its retinol form. We think of vitamin A as eye food, good night vision, healthy skin. But after 60, too much preformed vitamin A, like retinol or retinol palmitate, can weaken bones. A large meta-analysis reported that higher retinol intake was associated with an increased risk of hip fracture. Scientists think excess retinol may disrupt bone remodeling, the normal teardown and rebuild cycle. Over time, that can mean fragile hips. Here is where labels matter. Many multivitamins still list retinol or retinol acetate. Some cod liver oils are very high. Aim to stay near the daily need, about 700 to 900 micrograms retinol activity equivalents from all sources, unless your doctor says otherwise. Favor colorful plants for provitamin A, like carrots and sweet potatoes. That is beta-carotene. Your body converts only what it needs. Safety first. If you have osteoporosis, long-term steroid use, or a history of fractures, be extra cautious with retinol supplements. Foods with liver are potent. Keep them occasional. Bottom line, the right form and dose matter. We handled bones. Now let's talk about hearts and a classic antioxidant that did not live up to the hype. Number 3, vitamin E at high dose. For years, many people took big doses of vitamin E to protect the heart. The idea sounded great. Antioxidants fight oxidative stress. But large clinical trials told a different story. In one of the best-known trials, a daily 400 international units of alpha tocopherol did not prevent heart attacks and was linked to more hospitalizations for heart failure. Health News reviews also reported that extra vitamin E did not lower heart disease risk and, in some groups, might increase certain cancer risks. That is not the outcome any of us want. Safety first. If you take vitamin E, stick near the recommended daily amount, about 15 milligrams, which is roughly 22 international units. Do not take high dose, 300 to 400 international units, unless your physician prescribes it for a specific reason. Be careful if you use blood thinners or have a bleeding disorder. Food first helps here. Nuts, seeds, and healthy oils bring vitamin E in a safer package. Key point: when trials tested big pills, the benefits faded and risks grew. We covered nerves and bones, and now the heart. Next up, iron. It sounds like energy, but after 60, there is no free lunch. Number 4, iron supplements without a proven need. Iron builds red blood cells. Younger adults, especially menstruating women, may need more. After 60, the story shifts. Many seniors already have enough iron. Extra iron can accumulate in organs and fuel oxidative stress. Some research notes higher iron stores in older men and postmenopausal women with hints of more heart events at very high levels. It is not definitive, but it is enough to be careful. Safety first. Only take iron if your clinician confirms the deficiency. Ask for labs like a complete blood count and ferritin before starting a pill. If you have hemochromatosis, chronic liver disease, or recurrent infections, avoid iron unless you are under medical care. Iron pills can also cause stomach upset and constipation, which can slow your day. Food sources like beans, lean meats, and leafy greens paired with vitamin C foods are a safer baseline. Takeaway: energy does not come from random iron. It comes from the right nutrients at the right time. We have finished the 4 to avoid after 60. Now let's pivot to the 4 I often support for daily use with your doctor's okay. First up, vitamin B12 for brain and nerves. Quick breather, you just did something important. You learned 4 supplements to treat with caution after 60. High-dose B6, retinol-heavy vitamin A, high-dose vitamin E, and iron without lab-proven deficiency. That is how we prevent harm before it starts. Now we shift to the 4 that often support strength, balance, and brain. Please keep safety up front. If you take blood thinners, ask before fish oil or extra vitamin E. With kidney disease, go slow with magnesium. With a heart rhythm problem, avoid very high-dose fish oil. With high calcium or sarcoidosis, ask before higher vitamin D. Bring your actual bottles to your next appointment. Ask your clinician to check basics like B12, vitamin D, ferritin, and a medication review for interactions. If this guide already helps, subscribe for steady, calm coaching on healthy aging. Tap subscribe to Age Strong and save this video to review with family. We are partners here, not perfectionists. Let's walk the daily 4 together. Number 5 on our full list and first on the helpful side is vitamin B12. Nerves, memory, and energy depend on it, and absorption fades with age. Number 5, vitamin B. B12 helps your brain, nerves, and blood. After 60, stomach acid often drops and we make less intrinsic factor, the carrier that absorbs B12. That is why a sizable share of older adults show low or borderline levels. In the clinic, I have seen it look like fatigue, numb toes, unsteady balance, or memory fog. The encouraging news is that low B12 is usually fixable. Safety first. Ask your clinician for a simple blood test if you have any of those signs. If you are low or borderline, small daily doses can work well because B12 has a passive absorption pathway. Many people use 500 to 1,000 micrograms of cyanocobalamin or methylcobalamin daily. Others do monthly injections if absorption is very poor. Vegans, vegetarians, and long-term acid reducer users need special attention here. B12 from food is great, but pills are often needed after 60. Keep it steady, not extreme. Takeaway: protecting your brain and nerves starts with knowing your number. Next up, the Sunshine Helper, vitamin D3 for bones, muscles, and steadier steps. Number 6, vitamin D3. Vitamin D helps the gut absorb calcium and supports muscle fibers that keep us steady. Many older adults are low because skin makes less vitamin D with age and we spend more time indoors. That sets up weak bones and wobbly balance. The good news is that modest, steady vitamin D3 often helps. Many guidelines suggest 800 to 1,000 international units daily for people over 60, and some experts use up to 2,000 international units to maintain healthy blood levels. I like to pair supplements with safe sun and food sources like dairy or fortified alternatives. Safety first. Ask your clinician to check your vitamin D level. A simple blood test helps target the dose. Healthy ranges are often 20 to 30 nanograms per milliliter or higher, depending on your care team. Avoid mega doses unless prescribed. If you have high calcium, kidney stones, or sarcoidosis, check before starting. Stronger bones and stronger legs mean fewer falls and more confidence. Takeaway: aim for a steady daily dose and a tested target. Now we move to healthy fats. Omega-3 for heart and brain support. Number 7, omega-3 fats from fish oil or fish. Omega-3 includes EPA and DHA. They help lower triglycerides and may modestly support heart and brain health. Big trials using about 1 gram per day of combined EPA and DHA showed small drops in heart attack risk, especially in people who eat little fish. Some studies also link omega-3 intake with slightly slower cognitive decline in older adults. It is not a magic pill, but it nudges the odds in your favor. Safety first. If you take blood thinners or you bruise easily, ask your clinician before starting. Very high doses, above about 2 to 3 grams per day, have been linked with a small rise in atrial fibrillation risk in some studies. I keep it simple. If you do not eat fish 2 to 3 times per week, consider 500 to 1,000 milligrams of EPA+DHA daily from a purity-tested brand, or choose foods like salmon, sardines, and trout. Takeaway: steady omega-3 intake, not huge doses, can help your heart and head. Last on our helpful list is magnesium, the quiet helper for muscles and calm. Number 8, magnesium. This mineral supports muscles, nerves, heart rhythm, and sleep quality. Many older adults fall short of the daily intake, often because appetite and digestion change. In coaching sessions, I have seen nighttime calf cramps ease and sleep improve when magnesium intake moves toward targets. Studies suggest around 300 milligrams per day can lower blood pressure a little and support better rest. The form matters. Magnesium glycinate is often gentler on the stomach. Magnesium citrate absorbs well but can loosen stools. Magnesium oxide is cheaper and less absorbed. Safety first. If you have kidney disease, you must ask your clinician before using magnesium. Start low, like 100 milligrams at bedtime, and go slow. Combine with magnesium-rich foods such as leafy greens, beans, and nuts. If you take medications for heart rhythm or antibiotics, ask about timing to avoid interactions. And takeaway: small, steady magnesium often calms muscles and supports sleep, with fewer side effects when you choose the right form. We have covered all 8. Now let me give you a simple checklist you can print and bring to your next visit. Here is your 2-list recap you can act on today. 4 to avoid after 60 unless your clinician advises: high-dose B. 6. Retinol-heavy vitamin A, high-dose vitamin E, and iron without lab-proven deficiency. 4 to consider daily with your clinician's okay: vitamin B12, vitamin D3, omega-3. EPA+DHA, and magnesium. Keep it safe and simple. Action steps. 1. Lay out your bottles. Circle any that say retinol, alpha tocopherol above a few dozen international units, or iron. 2. Ask your clinician for labs. B12, vitamin D, and ferritin are common. 3. Pick your daily supports and set doses. Many older adults do well with 500 to 1,000 micrograms, B12, 800 to 2,000 international units, D3, 500 to 1,000 milligrams, EPA+DHA, and 100 to 300 milligrams magnesium. 4. Log what you take, why you take it, and how you feel. There is a printable checklist linked in the description. Save it and bring it to your next appointment. Takeaway: fewer pills, better picks, and clear reasons. Now, I will send you out with one simple next step and a thank you. We solved a tough puzzle together. Some vitamins turn risky after 60, while a smaller set can support strength, brain, and bones. You now have 2 clean lists and a plan to use them. Keep labels simple. Avoid high-dose B6, retinol-heavy A, high-dose E, and iron without proof of deficiency. Consider daily B12, D3, omega-3, and magnesium with your clinician's guidance. Print the checklist in the description and update it as your needs change. Midway through, I asked you to subscribe. If this helped, please subscribe to Age Strong, like, and share this with a friend who reads labels in dim kitchen light. Your support helps me keep the videos calm, clear, and ad-free in spirit. Thank you for watching and taking care of your future self. Final thought: which step will you take first? Checking your bottle for retinol or talking about D3 with your doctor? I am proud of the effort you put in a day. This channel is for education only, not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes. See you next week and keep moving forward with steady, smart choices.